decided to make this video after listening to the news and reading the paper in the last few times. It's sort of bugging me quite a bit. We had Dick Cheney here, and he's left now, thank goodness. And while he was here, he was bandying around the word mateship a lot. Australians know the true meaning of mateship. That's why they should stay in Iraq with the American soldiers and fight side by side, etc. and so forth. And Alexander Downer has now got in on the mateship thing, and John Howard. It's been bandied around left, right and centre. Australians and New Zealanders, the Kiwis and the Aussies, I do believe truly know the meaning of mateship. If America was ever to be attacked, invaded, Australia and New Zealand would probably be the first countries there to help. What bothers me about this is Cheney's gone on about us knowing the true meaning of mate. Does he know the true meaning of mateship? The reason I ask this is because would a true mate lie to his friends, out and out, bald-faced lie to them, get them involved in a fight where they're going to get their family and friends slaughtered over a lie? Because that's what Bush did. He lied to everybody, went into this country, and then he expected everybody to fight side by side. Now England's pulling out, and John Howard and Cheney and Downer are patronising the Australian public, saying all this about mateship. It's bullshit. Howard, stop patronising us. We do know the meaning of mateship, and we also know when we're lied to. And we understand, the Australian public understand, that we have to stay in alliance with America because they have to back our ass if anything happens. Why is that? Oh, that's right, we're not allowed nuclear weapons, so therefore we have to rely on other countries. Australia knows that, but don't go around bullshitting to us about mateship. We know why we have to stay in alliance with America. Howard will lose this election coming up if he does not start withdrawing these troops. If Rudd gets in, if he goes on saying that he will withdraw these troops, he will get in. And whether he does withdraw them if he gets in or not, that's a completely different story, because we all know what the politicians, how they lie to us just to get into office. So please stop patronising the Australian public. We know a lot more than you think, and stop treating us like children. The other thing, I was reading the Melbourne Age today, and I came across this article. It's Call for Bush Impeachment. In a fiery speech promoted as his last National of Islam leader, Louis Farrakhan has railed against the US invasion of Iraq, calling for the impeachment of George Bush and urging the black community to avoid military service at all cost. The video stopped on me. Where was I? Avoid military service at all cost. What should they do about a man who has been lying to America? Mr. Farrakhan said. Then turning to face Democrat John Conyers, who chairs the House Judiciary Committee, and sharing the stage in Detroit, he said, "If you won't impeach him, sanction him." Sunday's speech was the first time Mr. Farrakhan, 73, has spoken publicly about since undergoing life-threatening surgery. In his speech, Mr. Farrakhan asked why Iraq was invaded. Why did they kill Saddam? Why did they kill his sons? The real story is Saddam Hussein became an economic threat. He said that America's decision to go to war with Iraq was as one-sided as former boxing great Muhammad Ali fighting a quadriplegic. Mr. Farrakhan urged his almost exclusively black audience to resist the calls of US military recruiters who he said targeted young people lacking education and opportunity. How true that is. Thousands of supporters listened from chairs on the playing field of Fort Field, home to the Detroit Lions football team. Mr. Farrakhan also stressed religious unity, saying that the world was at war because people of different faiths were divided. That's in the Australian paper. So any Americans out there, I wonder what's in your paper. Stop patronising us. Bush, Cheney, Howard, Downer.